Welcome back to Trick of the Day. What I am doing now is working with some 5-minute mud. And any of you that have ever worked with that know that that's a daunting task. I'm going to try to show you how to work this into a nice paste and give yourself the most time possible to work with it on the wall. So you see, that's a pretty healthy pan. Check this out. Mix it with cold water. What I do is you kind of go along and get it so it's kind of floating like cereal. All right, and then I'm going to give it a little bit extra. So now what you're going to do is start from one end and kind of work it through. Get yourself a better judge of just how much extra you've got in there. Pour off the extra. Start working it in. Okay. See, and I'm just picking the one side to get an idea of where my consistency is, so I know how much water I want to keep. And I over-watered this intentionally just to show you you really can do as much as you want. It's just a problem if you don't have enough in there, as you know, because then it's a chalky mess. Trying to get this to come to the consistency you want in time before that 5-minute clock runs out. Good luck. This way, you're always kind of controlling the clock because I can set how thick or thin I want it, especially based on your application. If you're using it for a gap filler, go a little thicker. If you want it like I do, more of a skin coat, but I just want it to dry fast so that I can hit another coat of mud on it and I don't have to wait until tomorrow, I can mix it up like this. But you should already be able to see I got butter in here. Perfect. Now we're ready to roll. Okay. As you'll see coming into this bathroom here, kind of tried to stage myself out and set my trowels in place. Just a little bit to finish up on this one side of the corner. See, how I also like to do my corner work. They have those trowels out there that you can use, but believe me, this is the way to go. Do one side at a time, let it dry, and come back, and that way you're striking against a smooth side that's firmed up. And then you're dragging a perfect corner. It also makes sanding it easier. You're not putting on as much product. Those inner corner trowels always are a big problem for trying to gauge how much you're laying down. And if you're using paper tape, it's really hard to squeeze the paper tape into the mud. This way, a nice clean strike. And being it's 5-minute mud, it starts setting really quick. It's still really pretty nice and smooth, but I can already tell just from when I first was mixing it up till now, I am on the clock. So now I'm gonna see if I can't fill in a couple little gaps. This is really the main area I wanted to get, but this was also a skim coat job, so anything that's got particularly large gaps, I like to fill that with a thicker mud because that finish coat has a tendency to pock on you. It does these pock marks and fisheye, whatever you want to call it. And this heavier mud sets up better without doing that. But if you can't tell, look how much more effort I'm already having to apply. Get set. One little spot over the back of the tub here. And what I'm doing here is actually filling in the factory dent that you have in the drywall where you have two nice little dented areas, that will show up in your finish is this little impression. So always remember to hit a little coat through that. But see how good that filled in on the first gap? Now when I hit that with finish coat, that'll be gone. Plus this rotten screw hole, that is basically a one and done because this 5-minute board is so thick. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Now, I have one other project, so I want to scrape this into the trash. Follow me down the stairs. Framing to this was done pretty rough. See, I'm doing a remodel here, and that big gap right there is gonna crack my drywall. This is a sweet little trick for how we can fix that. Okay, look at that. See how we're bringing that level? When this dries, and I go to run a screw into it, the drywall won't buckle anymore and snap. So I'm saving the repair I would have inevitably because of what I have for a backing by doing this now. So, and I didn't throw it in the trash. So find a way of giving yourself an out if you ever are working with stuff like this. If you've got a hole to pack or something like that, leave that till after you're done with your skim coat so that you can do stuff like this. So now I have at least a start to what I'm going to do to walk it over. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe.